I've watched this TikTok at least 15 to 20 times in the last few days, definitely more than that in the past week. I cannot get enough of this person's TikTok. Her foundation routine, it blew me away. So of course we had to try it. I mean, duh. I'm going to go ahead and put the TikTok up on the screen now so that you can see it in its entirety, and then we're going to give it a shot.
Almost 30,000 people ask me how I get my skin like this, and while I do girl boss and I might gaslight, I do not gatekeep.
So the first thing that she went in with was a moisturizer. I grabbed one. It is Olay. It doesn't really matter what moisturizer as long as you're just moisturizing your skin. So that is step one. All right, once she let that dry, she then put on a rosehip oil. So I'm going to do the same. I'm going to go ahead and give you a little close-up of my skin just so you can see everything that we're working with. And I'll do a close-up after as well. So you can see the spots that I have of acne that will hopefully be covered up. And I should have said this at the beginning of the video, but just so we are all clear, I am using drugstore products as much as I can because she did use some expensive products and we're not about that on this channel. We are about drugstore. The next step was e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, which is drugstore, and we love that. I just have a small sample size here. We're just going to rub that all in. And in the areas that you have bigger pores, you're going to want to push. Kind of press it in. The next step of the process, she used a liquid highlighter, and I'm going to use the L'Oreal Lumi Lotion. She recommended using a flat top brush, so that's what we're going to use. Just like she did, I went off camera and I did my brows and my eyes. And now we're going to spot treat under the eyes. So I got the same thing. It's the LA Girls Pro Conceal. And I got the peach. It is, there we go. We're going to put it right under the eyes. And I could definitely use this today because I have some dark bags. She says that she pats it out under the eyes using her fingers. So let's pat it out. I don't always color correct under my eyes, but this is something that I definitely will be reusing because I am loving the color peach and it canceled my under eyes really well. So I'm liking that. She used Dermablend and the NYX drops together. I'm just going to stick with the NYX Total Control Pro foundation, and she blended that in using a blender. I was going to put this all over my face, but quite honestly, I'm a little scared. All right. Did I get the wrong color again? This is some full coverage. I cannot imagine mixing this with Dermablend because Dermablend is so thick and full coverage, and this is also full coverage. So I probably could have gone a shade darker, but once everything's on, I think it'll be fine. The next step is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, which I have and I love, and she put that on the high points of her face. And then she just left this on as she was adding everything else on, so I'm feeling nervous. She used the Maybelline Fit Me in Walnut to contour as a cream contour, so we're going to do the same. And she had certain places that she put it, so we're going to put it in the same places. And I have a picture off to the side, so that's what I'm looking at. Okay, and the final step for this part is the blush. And I have the NYX Sweet Cheeks in Coralicious. Oh my gosh. And then here, so here's what we got. And she says that she normally uses the blender and she blends out the darker areas first so that she can use the concealer to blend out the darker areas more if she needs it. So I'm gonna start. Trust the process. Trust the process. Who else is scared with me? There's no way people are using the same blender because it's mixing in. I'm going to grab a little bit more concealer. I mean, look at my blender. There's more dark on it. So that's going to blend in. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this contour off. But I'm still trusting the process because, you know, I feel like I lost a little bit of the highlight where I wanted it. So we're just going to do a little bit of cleaning up. And that kind of makes me wonder if they did the same thing in the video. All right, let me do an up close so you can see what we're working with so far. There's no beauty filter on my camera whatsoever, just to let you know. Like, what you're seeing is my actual skin. I don't ever want to use a filter. I want everyone to see exactly what they're going to be getting. Wow. That was a process right there. And we're still not even done because her skin is flawless. No texture, nothing. And we're going to get there. All right, she says that she then sets her face lightly using Beauty Bakery. And it's in the cap right there. It just kind of exploded. So I'm going to lightly set my face. Now, she used NARS and Patrick Ta for contour and blush. I'm actually going to use this e.l.f. Duo. It is right here. I think it's... I'll have to put the name on the screen. So let's use the contour. I'm kind of assuming that we're just kind of contouring the same areas that we did to begin with because there was no real direction as to where she contours. So we're just going on the same areas. I really like this one. It's a really light and natural looking contour. And I'm sure the blush is going to be very similar. Oh yeah. I really like this. And again, I put it everywhere that we did the cream products. So hopefully that's correct. This is the part that I am quite scared for. We're going to use the e.l.f. Hydrating Coconut Mist. She used, I believe it was Manna Kadar. And she says to make your face soaking wet and let it dry. Yo, I am getting a serious arm workout on this. If you've never fanned yourself, oh my gosh, you need to try. Because this is, my arms are going to get sore really quick. Now that my face is pretty much dry, just like hers, I'm going to go back in with my powder. And I'm going to use my sponge. Oh, I'm so scared. I'm going to dab it in and just get the excess off. Alright, unfortunately there was a little issue with making my whole face wet. The mascara got wet and therefore I left some black under my eye. So I'm going to try and fix that up. So the next thing is highlighter, and I grabbed the e.l.f. What is it? The e.l.f. Glow Gleam Beam. And I'm going to use this middle shade right here to highlight. I finished my lips off camera and I have to say it is very pretty. I'm going to zoom you in so that you can see everything. Again, there's no beauty filter at all on my camera. We're going to ignore the mascara. So you can still see some texture, but I am breaking out right there. So, I mean, that's kind of hard to cover up. But everywhere else, like as far as like the pore area, like you can still see texture. Now, with that being said, is it a great foundation routine? Yeah, it's pretty nice. I mean, no one's going to get up close to your face like this. And if they are, they really need to back up. overall, I would really say that this foundation routine it's pretty amazing. I mean, we trusted the process. We went through a journey. I personally did not think we were going to get there, but we did. And I think it looks pretty dang good. I am impressed. I would highly suggest trying this first before doing this for an event. But I think if you were going to do this routine for an event, your makeup is going to stay pretty dang amazing. So I would definitely try this out again. I would like to hit my face again. In fact, I think I'm going to. Just gonna push it in. I just like to do that just to get that powdery look gone. Yeah, I think that helped a lot more. So personally, after doing the spray and then the blender and powder all over the face, I would go back in and spray just a little bit of a lighter mist all over the face and just make sure everything is blended in, because then you get rid of that powdery look. So for me, that was all I needed. Now that that's done, I really like this foundation routine. I think that it is amazing. The colors, everything it's flawless. I mean, I can't say anything else about it. It is flawless. I'm impressed. I am completely impressed. And I will try this out again for an event. All the items I used today and the TikTok that I followed will be down in the description bar so you can take a look. I hope you guys have a lovely week wherever you are, and I will see you next time. Bye.